Yo, what's going on, Gremlins? So I just came up with this new build idea. So it's like a portable base pretty much, and it uses the new balloons. I'm gonna show you real quick. So I'm gonna fly up in the air. Then when I press the channel 4, it takes the balloons off. And you don't even need the balloons to really fly up because there's enough thrusters on the bottom for you to do that. The build just isn't even if you don't use the balloons. And then they're just really nice, and like if you want to be able to land in the water, you need the balloons. So like if I didn't put the balloons on while I'm crashing, it's gonna sink. But if I put the balloons on, then it'll be able to float. It's not hard to fly. It almost has the same mechanics as my last build, which was already almost kind of like a portable base, but this one's a little bit smaller. I guess a little more affordable if you're playing on survival. And it's not as big. And it kind of looks like a UFO shape whenever you look at it from the top. So I think it looks pretty dope. That's enough yapping. If you want to learn how to build it, I got you. I almost forgot to give y'all the build materials. So you're going to need a stack plus 8 granite, so 88 granite. You're going to need a full stack of wood, 4 planks, 48 wooden rods, 20 torches, 8 silk fabric, 6 cords, and 32 blast powder. And then if you're going to use the grand chest, you're going to need 48 frost pine and 24 iron bars. You can use other chests, but I haven't played with the weight on that, so that's up to your own like discretion, I guess. And then if you want the lamps on your build, you're going to need 12 wood, 12 torches, and 12 wool fabric. So definitely not as expensive as my other build, although I am still very proud of that one. Alright, so you're always going to want to start with the large car jack. Then we're going to go to vehicle base 11. Put that right on the top right there. We're going to go to our large fender. We're going to place it right here. So you want this line to line up with the very edge of that yellow piece. You see like right before this curved piece? And it should be like pretty even. It matches up really nice, I think, whenever you put these on the sides. So whenever you're building strictly an aircraft, I do recommend using the large fender. Once you have that done, if you have a way to get on top of it, get on top of it. Get your vehicle stairs. And you want to center it and put it 2 in. Once you go 2 in, you're going to get another vehicle base. Make it sideways. So just make it look like the one on the side that you just built. Put it in the middle. You're going to get more vehicle bases. You're going to put them in the middle on each side. Then we're going to hop back down. Get vehicle base. This one's going to be long ways. It's kind of easier if you stand underneath it. I like to make it go all the way back. And in the middle yellow piece on the side, you want to go 2 deep. So 1, 2. It's going to cover up these 2 little squares that you're going to see on the bottom. So there's 2 squares on the bottom piece. You're going to cover those up with the vehicle base, and you're going to do that on each side. Once you got all the vehicle bases are on the stairs, you're going to want to go back to the large fender piece and make them look exactly like the first one you did. Another way you can tell is if you line up this little middle line, it'll match with the middle line of the base as well. Now I'm going to go on to the bottom thrusters, so we're going to get our large thruster. You want to line it up right behind these squares at the top. So these are like a full square. So you just want it in the middle of the first 2 full squares, because that's a half square. Another way you can describe it is you just want it to where the curved piece is. You're going to do that to both sides of each platform. And the only one that's different is the one in the middle. So I put it in the corner of the full squares. So in between these two full squares, this one and that one. Now we got all the bottom thrusters. We can go ahead and take this off. Now we're going to go back to our vehicle stairs. We're going to put them in the middle of each base. You should be able to see both of the yellow pieces on the side of each platform. Alright, so now it should look like this from a top view. So you should be able to just run around it the whole way with no issues. Or you can probably have to jump up if it's to the side a little bit. But you get what I'm saying. Now we're going to get granite foundation number 2. We're going to center it. Then we're going to get our large driver's seat. Center that as well. I like to do like 2 or 3 in front. I think with this build I'm gonna do 3 in front. And I'm gonna put on an illuminator. The illuminator is not required, but it makes it easier to build at nighttime. Now we're gonna get into the activated balloon large. We're gonna put that in the middle front of each one of these bases. If it helps you line it up, you want to line it up with the yellow piece on the bottom of the stair. Now that we finished that step, let's get into the other large thrusters. So on the back, you're going to put them on the back of the stair, as close as you can get to the base. And then on the outer 2 yellow pieces, you're going to put the large thruster. And then on the left and right, you're going to put the thruster on the yellow piece. So we're going to do the other side real quick. Just on the yellow piece. And in the front one, we're going to do the same. 2 outer yellow pieces. And then on the stair, as close as it gets to the base. And then in the front, we're going to put them on this front square, but we're going to have them sideways. Alright, it should look like this. So just remember again, there's only 2 on the side pieces. On the back yellow part, on the back and front, they're identical. But you're going to have the 2 outer yellow pieces are going to have a large thruster, and then the sides of the stairs are going to have a large thruster. And then in front of the large stairs, on the platform, on the first yellow square that you see, you're going to place the thruster on both sides. And then for the channels, you're going to make these channel 1. On the opposite side, we're going to make these channel 2. Back here, we're going to make these 2 channel 2. On this side, we're going to make these 2 channel 1. We're going to do the same to the front. And then for the thrusters in the very front, you're going to make this one channel 1. And you're going to make the one on the right channel 2. Running to the back. We're going to make the one on the right channel 1. We're gonna make the one on the left channel 2. And then to add more weight to your vehicle, we're gonna add grand chests. You're gonna want it on the inside of the gray pieces. So try to fit the corner on this one that has kind of a hole in it. And I only put them next to the middle stair. Now you've done that to all the outer bases and the main middle base. I put mine on the very edge of the granite foundation number 2 on both sides. And that should be everything. And then if you want to add some lights to it, I like this Acres shaded lamp. And I'll put that on all the outside pieces that have that little hole in it. So I really like the way that this looks. And then on the top, if you want more light, you can either use the Acres shaded lamp, or you can use the black street light. This one doesn't affect the weight really, at least on this build, because it works pretty good. But if you want that on each corner, it looks pretty sick. But if you want to keep it simple, you can just put another Acres shaded lamp, or just not put a light there at all. In my opinion, it'd look a little better if you put it on this piece, so it's not in the weird awkward corner. But you can put it in the awkward corner, it just looks like your lamp is floating. Alright, and that should be your build. So when we hop in the driver's seat, you use channel 4 with the left stick. And you see how your vehicle isn't moving? So you can press X and fly straight up. And you can even turn it off and you can chill in the air for a little bit. Channel 1 turns you to the right. Channel 2 turns you to the left. If you need to go a little higher, press X. I don't want to hit that tree. And if you want to go forward, you press 1 and 2 at the same time. So we're going to go forward. And if you're worried about dropping into the ocean, I'm just going to go ahead and take my balloon off real quick, pop them real quick, and take a little dip. I'm sure I hit like a rock or something, or it's probably shallow water. But now you can even hop off your base and just run around. You can do whatever you want at this point. To make this a fully functional base, you can have materials in your chests to build like other items, like a crafting bench, and you can just place it down like right here or something whenever you need to use it. It doesn't tip your build that bad. I'd probably recommend breaking it just because, but I think you can fly with it, so let's actually test it because I haven't tested that out yet. Yeah, so the crafting bench does lift up your build pretty bad. So I'd recommend just having the materials for it in a chest. And see, it's so big you can even just hop around. You can just break that and then run back to your driver's seat. But this vehicle is pretty fast and it's not too big. It's definitely smaller than my last build, which is over there. You can see it. It's bigger than what I have for my base already. If you want to drop fast, you can just take your balloons off and just let it fall. Pop your balloons real quick. But this build's pretty easy. It's pretty simple, and I don't think it's too hard. So I feel like anybody that plays Lego Fortnite could build this. You just pop the balloons, and you're back on the floor. And it has pretty good like sturdy pieces, so it doesn't break whenever you slam it on the ground. Let's try. I'm just gonna let it fall from here and let's see how it does. It might land on a bush or something. Yeah, see, it's totally fine. It doesn't have any wheels, but you can slowly move it on the ground. So it's lightweight enough to move it with the thrusters, but that one is not. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this build the UFO portable base. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you're going to build this, and if you do, let me know how you like it. If you don't, also let me know. But I think I'm gonna build this in my survival. At first I was gonna build this, but this one's actually really fun and it uses some new building items. So if you want to use the new building items, I'd go ahead and make this. I will be coming up with more things, so if you have any ideas or you have a suggestion for me to build something, let me know down in the comments as well. But it's been muted, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. If I was on flatter land, I feel like I could do it.